This guy's the most excited. Hell yeah. Good to see you all. Real quick, before we get started, 7 feet. Can we all shut the fuck up about it? No? Cool. I appreciate you. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's good to be out in this former YMCA. Right? Yeah. Actually currently on what used to be a basketball court, which feels a little too fitting for me. I played basketball for 7 years. This might be the first time I've ever performed well on a basketball court. So, someone get a picture for my basketball coach from middle school. Being as tall as I am kind of changes the way you live your life a little bit. Sometimes I feel like a mythical creature, because whoever built everything just didn't think I existed. I can't shit on planes. Just not in my wheelhouse, you know? My femur, this one, it's what doctors like to call too long. Is there any doctors in here? No? No doctors getting drunk in the attic of a temple right now? Who could have guessed that one? They're all downstairs for the Big Peter show. Yeah, nice. Are there any couples in here? Couples? Oh yeah? You two right there? I love the polite hand raise. Very good. How long have you two been together? 2 years? You were gonna answer. She beat you to it. I like that. You're excited. You can clap it up for 2 years. Come on, yeah. We can clap for monogamy in Kansas. Hell yeah. From New York, where the bar for monogamy is so much lower out there. You know. More important question for you two: are you comfortable shitting with the door open in front of one another? Yes. Good. Equally, just right at the same time, same page. Good. It's a level of relationship. You know. Everyone gets there at a different speed. I got there about 25 minutes into my last flight with everybody else on the plane. Yeah, posted up, share a moment together. Look back from the front of the plane, you see like my knees poking out in the aisle. Just like knees and nose, that's all you got. Every time someone walks by, I go to the suburban dad leaving for work, like, how's it going? Go Chiefs, Yeah, is that the close team here, Chiefs? Yeah? Yeah, is there a better one I could have said, or? No, okay, cool. We're just in the middle of fucking nowhere. I love it, yeah. Hell yeah, dude. You guys gave this country White Castle, right? Yeah, hell yeah. Be proud. It's great to be performing here in White Kingdom. Very cool. Yeah, I thank you, people in the rafters. I don't want to forget you. Yes, there are nosebleeds in this very intimate show right now. It feels like a real class system going on. What did you guys do to get put up there? Were they just like, who's going to be most of a problem? Nice, hell yeah. Was this like a pre-assigned seating, or was this like who got here first to last? Yeah. Okay, so are you guys first or last? Last, yeah. That is the last section. That makes sense. Hell yeah. I love meeting other super tall people, but they don't always love meeting me. John Marco and I were in Fort Collins, Colorado a couple weeks ago. I went out to a bar after a show, and 3 people at this bar came up and asked me if I had met 7-foot Liam. Which is a jarring question. I thought it was more of like a philosophical question at first, but no, there's another guy in Fort Collins who is both 7 feet tall and named Liam. First of all, there can only be one, right? We're gonna have to duel map, I guess. Yeah, he was not only in that town, he was at that bar that night. Yeah, 14 foot of Liam, all in one bar. So they decide it's time for the 2 giant Liams to meet, so they go get him from the back of this bar. They bring him out in the middle of this crowded bar. And at this point, everyone in the bar is watching this meeting happen, just staring up at us. Like the crowd in a Godzilla movie. So I meet 7-foot Liam. First thing I notice about 7-foot Liam, he's a good 5 inches shorter than me. He asks me how tall I am. I say 7 feet, and panic washes over his face. And I realize in that moment that I am blowing up his spot. He has lied to everyone in his life, telling them that he is 7 feet tall, to the point where it is in his name now. And I am the only person in the world who could fuck this up for him. So he goes to like full-on damage control mode. He pulls me off to the side. He's like, dude, only one of us can be 7 feet tall. Yeah, it's me. Come on, man, can't you say you're 7'4" just for a night? What, so Shaq shows up, we both look stupid? No. Not joining your pyramid scheme, alright? Just stoop to your level, motherfucker, alright? But he was so panicked, I felt bad, you know? He was so panicked, because I get it, you know? He's been 7 foot Liam his whole life, all of a sudden I show up, he's just Liam now. It's a lot to lose, so I took pity on him and I left the bar. You know, I let him preserve the rest of his dignity, because at the end of the day, I am the bigger man. Thank you. Those are the box seats, I'll call them. Yeah, that feels fancier than the bleachers. Nice. That's the Abraham Lincoln getting shot zone. Like it. Nice. Hell yeah. Speaking of Abraham Lincoln, there's a medical reason I look like I do. Is anyone drunk enough to try to guess what that is? Yes, right in the seats too. Fuck yeah. How do you know about Marfan syndrome? Person I can't possibly see behind this light. You're a nurse. Hell yeah. Clap it up for this nurse in the top section. I'm glad you're up there, so in case anyone goes down, you kind of got a bird's eye view. You're like, all right, fucking calling it out. I like it. Nice. What kind of nurse are you?
Right now, hospice.
Hospice. Whoa, okay. Saddest nurse. Okay, yeah, nice. Where do you, how's that? A little sad, I imagine. What, did you pick that, or was that, like, did it pick you? Oh, okay. You're just like, what different flavor of trauma can I give myself? I've seen people cling to life. Let's see people actively choose to get rid of it. That's good. Yeah. Oh, good. Just a lot of surprise worst days of our lives. I prefer they know it's coming. Oh, nice. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Yes, Marfan syndrome is correct. For those of you who aren't medical professionals or disability enthusiasts, I'll fill you in. Marfan syndrome is a genetic connective tissue disorder. Basically makes me built like an off-brand AirPod. Like, I look pretty cool, but don't shake me. I'm loose inside. Alright, some of you got that, some of you didn't, I get it. Wichita doesn't do off-brand, so that's fine. We'll do another one, don't worry. I thought I got a skull candy vibe from this room, but I guess I was wrong. We'll do another one, don't worry. Built like a non-union building project. Like, they skimped on the materials, but I got a lot of character, you know? Look at the top seats up there, hell yeah. I'm still missing people, like service industry, restaurant people maybe. I'll do one more, just to make sure we're all on the same page, all right? I'm built like a line cook's understanding of the age of consent. Shaky at best. Look at that, built a bridge, walking across it, here we are. We're all doctors now. Oh yeah, I was diagnosed with Marfan syndrome when I was 11 years old. And when I was diagnosed, they diagnosed me in like full-on doctor language, which I think is crazy. You know, I was 11 and I walked into the doctor's office. This man told me I had a genetic mutation that would cause me to have hypermobility. So I got out of the doctor's office thinking I was the Flash. Not even kind of the same at all. Just means I'm like weirdly double jointed, so just the shittiest X-Man. Totally different set of powers. I can't save a baby stuck in a burning building, but I can save a snack stuck in a vending machine. Right? Can't defeat a supervillain, but I can't indicate which I want to go in hitchhiking, huh? Pretty fun. Can't run super fast, but I can roll my ankle all the way to the side and walk on my leg bone. And there's the super right there. You're all super uncomfortable now. my superhero name. Super uncomfortable. Because now we all are, you know? Me, because I'm disabled, and you, because I was too disabled in front of you. Ooh. People's hardship, spooky. Oh yeah, it reminded me a lot of my basketball career, actually. I think you know you're really bad at sports when all of your own father's highlight recordings of your sports have a laugh track attached to it. It's just him being like, oh no, oh buddy, get up off the floor. Stop doing push-ups, this isn't the Rocky montage. We're in the middle of the game, bud. It's fun. Marfan syndrome is what's known as an invisible disability, which I know is crazy for me to have, considering I'm the most visible person ever, maybe. My friends buy me music festival tickets just so they have a meeting point. I'm a landmark, if nothing else, you know? But an invisible disability just means that people can't tell that I'm disabled without me telling them first. So a lot of times when I use certain accommodations, people just assume I'm an asshole taking advantage of the system. Like sometimes I had wheelchair assistance at the airport, but I never asked for it, because the last time I did, the person in charge of getting me to my gate was an 85-year-old named Gladys, and we didn't make it. Yeah, first of all, the image of a tiny, frail old woman pushing me around in a wheelchair looks like I pulled a Freaky Friday with my grandma. It's not great. All right, to be very fair to Gladys, we were moving at a pretty good pace. We were going to make the flight until we hit a pretty major obstacle. Carpet. Yeah, you know those little bumps that start the carpet? We had one of those like a brick fucking wall. And Gladys' solution was just to pull me back, get a running start. And she hit that bump so hard I could tell she no longer had a driver's license. This whole time, people are walking by watching Gladys dislocate my hip, asking her if she's okay. At a certain point, I try to stand up from the wheelchair just to get past the carpet and go on with our day. Gladys grabs me by both shoulders. She says, "No, sweetie. This is my job." And shoves me back down into the chair. With more strength than it should have taken to go to the carpet, to be fair, all right? All I'm saying, she had it in. So we're back to it. Heave ho. She tries for another 5 minutes before she finally calls in for backup. And like, thank God someone can save me from what is now a hostage situation. So she calls in for backup on her walkie-talkie, and then 3 smaller, older women appear out of nowhere. So now I'm being pushed around by the whole cast of the Golden Girls. And at that point, I just have to get up and limp to my gate. Good old-fashioned miracle right there in the airport. Because I can't get pushed around by 4 little old ladies. It looks like I requested that. Not a great look, you know? I've done a lot of weird shit for money in my lifetime. Yeah, if someone want to take a guess at what I've done for a living? Be bold, be wrong, go for it. Feet pics. I get that one a lot and I don't get it. Because I have big feet, but they are fucked up. I like quantity feet, not quality feet. You know what I mean? Unless you're looking for like a square footage bulk deal, no. But yeah, I have what it's called cashew toes. There's like cashews, but all of my toes. So unless you're sexually attracted to like mixed nuts, I'd say steer clear of my feet pictures. No, anyone else want to take a guess?
Fire alarm inspector.
Do those even get inspected? I like how people just make fake jobs. They're like, no real professions. We're making up like fucking silly shit now. Fire alarm inspector. No, mine in my apartment's actually broken right now. So I feel like I'm lacking. Any light bulbs and fire alarms that are out of battery, I think are my personal responsibility alone. Anyone else want to take a guess?
Did you bejewel that G?
Yes, actually. He sent me here 2 weeks ago. I've been carving it out of the wall behind me. He requested it specifically. He said, "I swear to God, if it doesn't sparkle." I want it to look like Glinda's been here, all right? No, the weirdest thing I've done for a living, I'm a professional Chewbacca sometimes. Yeah, kids' parties and frat parties, the two worlds that I live in. Surprisingly similar events. Just people stumbling around trying to touch you with sticky fingers. It's pretty gross. Yeah, the golden rule at the frat parties, I'm not allowed to like break character. So when Chet comes up to me, he's like, "Oh, dude, let's get you back into a fucking keg stand." I'm just stuck over there like, but that doesn't work. Because frat boys don't understand the word no in any language. Oh, yeah. Women vibing on that one specifically, yeah. Real split on that one for sure. Hell yeah. This is not my first time in a YMCA. Since we're in one, I'll talk about it. This is actually one of the first things I ever talked about when I started doing comedy. Anyone here grow up going to like a YMCA camp at all? Yeah? Okay, you guys. And how many elderly dicks have you seen since then? Less than you saw while there, I bet, right? Yeah, this man just stared right at the floor. Yep. Yeah, in case you guys aren't aware, there's a real pastime cultivated at the YMCA. I went to a swim camp where every day to put on my swim trunks, they had to walk all the little boys through the men's locker room every morning. I don't know if you've met a group of elderly men in a place where they're allowed to be naked, but they love to do that. That is maybe their favorite pastime. They have the option, they're taking it every time. So they, instead of telling these men to maybe cover up when the children were coming through, they put the responsibility on us. They gave our 17-year-old counselor an etiquette lecture to give us before they walked us through the locker room every day, which had 3 rules. Rule number 1 is we are guests in this locker room, so be polite. I don't know why we're guests, Just because their dicks are out doesn't mean we're not allowed to be here. That feels very victim blaming, Like, stop being 9 while my dick's around, It's strange. Rule number 2 was hold on to the person in front of you and behind you. We don't want to lose anybody in there. And I know the lose anybody in there felt like a joke at the time, but that's a rule, so that means that's happened before. Where did they go? It's a 6-foot wide room. What happened to this kid? Rule number 3, arguably the most important rule, eyes front. It's a big one, because one time I saw a kid didn't keep eyes front, looked one right in the urethra. It stole his soul. He is just a husk of a man wandering the earth now. He will never be the same again. Yeah, camp was really stressful for me. Camp gave me a lot of anxiety, and I thought it was because I got anxious at camp, but then I went to a different type of camp the next year at the zoo, and there was not a hallway full of elderly men naked before every day at camp, and my camp anxiety mysteriously went away. So, there we go. Pretty fun. My grandpa was a clown in the circus when he was younger, so this is genetic, I guess. Growing up with a clown grandpa means that when I was a kid, I did not have a fear of clowns. I just really wanted them to say that they were proud of me. A little different. I was not afraid of clowns, but clowns were afraid of me. Growing up knowing that about my grandpa means that I also grew up knowing something about my grandma. That she fucks clowns. That is kind of crazy, is it not? Was it a one-time thing, or was she down to clown? Here's the thing, I'm not trying to judge, live your life, do whatever, fuck a clown, But she has gotten kind of judgy later in her life. And I feel like you can't do that. She's like, you need Jesus. Okay, Grandma. Chill out, all right? That's all I'm asking. Hell yeah. Real quick before I bring up your headliner, if you guys liked me, we came out from New York to these shows. I'm going to be selling some merch on the way out the door, some stickers, some posters, that kind of thing. Helps a ton. You just heard about disabled I am, so if you want to feel like a good person, easy way to do it. Karma comes free with the purchase, goes towards gas money, that kind of thing. Or I can always hang out in Wichita and look at all your second-story windows tonight. So it's really up to you, you know? The more gas money I have, the further I am from you tonight. And that's a guarantee right there. I know I look pretty friendly up here in all these lights, but if I'm in your hallway at night, gets real slender man real quick. All right, thank you guys so much. I'm Liam Nelson.